Okay. I have no idea if I can get this to work or not. But what I can do while getting the stream started and going into this is I can most definitely play Deja Vu by Initial D.
Oh yes.
Time to start off the After Dark.
This is After Dark.
With special guest star Jackalow One.
It's not really a special guest star since I'm always here.
Yeah, but you're like Richard Dean Anderson in Stargate.
I don't know who that is. So we've started, right?
Yes. Okay, well, enough of that. Enough Initial D. I think we've all had enough of the D today.
Now, Slathe. I'm gonna post something in Slathe the Space Marine here.
Oh, we got something in Slathe the Space Marine. This is
yeah.
So let's.
So me and Cancer Mage were talking. This guy is like your long lost brother, bro.
My long lost brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's. Do we have for that? We just have Discord.
Hello.
No, that's not right. Hold up. I'm gonna have to
Hey.
set this to Discord. That's not the right one, because that's poll in heresy posting.
Oh no.
Whoops.
No.
Good evening, just a bit.
Oh no. Oh no.
How you doing, buddy? How's everyone doing?
So, okay, wait, hold up. No, wait. How I'm doing now is terrible. Are you saying that that is me? That's my twin brother? This Bach guy here?
Not your twin brother. Okay, he's not a clone of you.
His eyes look like they're way too close together for...
With the nose!
But
the
like...
nose.
But like, look at how close his eyes. Like that's like you're like messing with the Oblivion's character scale, and you're like moving the eyes closer together.
That man is you, Slathe. That's your brother, bro.
What is that? That's
the nose.
The nose. Jesus.
The hair, the beard.
Jesus. So,
we found him, Slathe.
We found. Oh, we got him. That's right.
We got him.
Where's the Discord on this one? Oh, here it is. We'll just put the Discord here. We'll just put it in front of the dancing girls so we can see people talking as little boxes.
Oh yeah, I love being a little box.
Well, if you're super brave, you could put a webcam on, but you don't have
Yeah,
to.
fuck that. No one wants to see that. You don't need to put anyone to that.
No. So I heard there was a new Warhammer release or something or reveal today. What was the big excitement? Anybody know?
I think it was the Kill Team, right?
Yeah, it was a Kill Team box set with Plastic Krieg and new orcs.
Oh, new orcs? That means that orc players can shut the fuck up when it gets to October.
Yeah, keep dreaming. They kind of still did the same. It's October!
Where's all the orc releases?
Krieg guys now.
I saw that one coming. At the moment they blew up Cadia, I was like, oh, they're gonna make a new Plastic Guardsman set.
Pretty much.
Who better, right?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Well, they've been slowly axing the line, so it makes sense, but still. It's so annoying just listening to Krieg fans. Just because now they're all like, oh, but... You know, I don't think this should be how it is. I'm like, well, newsflash. GW doesn't give a shit. You're like not their market audience. Most of you have already dropped several $1,000s.
Yeah, you've invested enough for them to care. They've made their cash off you. I thought the whole static models was the big people complaining about that. That was cute for a little bit, and because it was clearly obvious, it was fairly obvious based off of the design of these models that they were not going to be, as multi-pose, meaning moving the arm up or down, or the head left or right, or the swiveling the torso a tiny little bit. It was very obvious with that it was going to be that way, and even if they're still beautiful looking models, I saw the heads look weird though. The new orc heads, I saw.
Mean, they're a little bit different, but I'm okay with it. And I mean, to be frank, anyone who ever thought that they were going to be multi-part is stupid because you just haven't looked at the past releases. Like they're not.
I mean, it's just
multi-pose.
Kill Team, right?
Yeah, well, it's a box set. They never do multi-pose for box sets. That's the thing. They sell it where it'd be cheaper to buy it in the box set, but they're all monopose. So it's just the way things are. I don't really get bothered by it. It doesn't bother me.
I don't know. I think that.
Mind you, then again, I guess I'm a normal human being. I'm like fucking some people.
Normal human being? What's that? What's that?
Well,
What's
it's a
this
human being.
magical human being thing you speak of?
But I don't know, the new Kriegsmen, I'd probably get a look at those, maybe do something, check that out. Maybe not right now.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't seen any of them.
I mean, there's a lot of hate towards them because they're literally. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's a lot of hate from the Krieg community about them, but that's just because of the fact that they're not just copy paste. Like that's all it is. Is that all the Krieg players wanted it to be copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not going to be copy and paste. Like, why would you think that it'd be copy and paste?
Do you mean like from the old
That's
models?
never how they're gonna. Yeah, I thought they were basically gonna just take the resin models and turn them into, quite literally, just transfer the stuff over into plastic.
No.
That's it.
No.
I was like, why would they do that?
Because they'd
Done
have
that for none of the releases.
to do that, they would have to have, because some of those models are almost like one-piece models, and I mean, like, you'd practically have to, like, break apart I don't know, that's just dumb. They expect them to get those Krieger models, to just turn those into plastic, like the plastic models. I don't know, maybe I'm over-interpreting what you said, but...
No, you aren't. They literally just want the same thing, but like them to look the same, but plastic. The biggest thing that I think is the dumbest thing that I've been hearing for the complaints is that there's like this little metal nubbin on the gas mask, which changes it from looking like they have a horse face to looking like it's a gas mask. But everyone's like, but all my other Krieg that I spent $8,000 on don't look like that, so it's gonna go and use up all my. I can't use these, and they're unusable, and they're terrible sculpts and all that. And I'm like, it's like 500 sellers that use between 3D printing, STLs, and just buying casted bits. You could just replace the head.
Yeah,
And that's what most of us do.
Hobbyists complaining about a bad head. I mean, like that's the least of your problems. That's like, wait, what was that one Black Library character? And everyone's like, oh, his head, it's so hideous. He's got a stupid-looking haircut, and it's like, well, then just give him a different head. Make your own one.
Oh, Uriel Ventress.
Yeah, Uriel Ventress. Right? And it's like, oh, look at his head. He's like Simple Jim or whatever. Simple Jack.
Yeah, Simple Jack. I never understood, like, it's one of those things where, and in that case, it's not even like that's even equivalent. Because if it bothers you with that little metal piece, all you have to do is just take a file. 3 seconds. Just file it up.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at him now. That's really not that bad.
No, it's not that bad. It's not like it's a full facial problem.
Yeah.
It's just one little metal nubbin, which, if you have the other ones, yeah, they'll stand out because they don't look.
That's honestly because like real life gas masks have that. It's called an exhale valve.
Yeah. So that's what I don't get. Is they're all like, well, this is how I want it, and it's not fair. Blah blah blah. I'm like, woe is me.
Do we have
It seems a lot like a you problem, not a me problem.
Do we have a picture somewhere of their new ones? I'm trying to find it.
I guess that's my job.
I'm on.
You got this, because I'm in
New-
the middle of a battle right now.
I put new Kriegsman models in Google, and I'm getting like nothing but old here.
I
You
mean,
gotta
you
put
could've
up
just-
like a Kill Team Octarius.
Holy shit!
Octavius.
Wasn't it Octarius?
I thought it was Octavius. I thought it was named after the Roman dude, but I could be totally wrong.
Well, let's see. No, I got it. I
There's
got
a
it.
book
No,
coming
it's-
with it,
it's
too, that has
Octarius.
alternates. Oh well, I'll go with myself then.
Although,
Wrong.
I think because like nothing's coming up. Hold up. Octarius, images.
Hang on, I got him on like a Bell of Lost Souls.
It's amazing how like going to just Google images gets nothing.
The orcs look pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like all the models, I think just there's a lot of over hatred on what they are.
I found them, Slathe. I'll post them.
Oh no, I got it. I got it. So it's that tab on the front, like the
Okay.
like the little nose thing.
Yeah, the little nub and thing on the
Yeah.
front of the nose would be, yeah.
Who cares?
That's it.
Seriously?
Right?
That?
It makes it more realistic, bro.
Oh, I like
Well,
that
and it's
commando
like
grot.
One little bit of extra detail.
That commando grot, that's awesome. With the grappling hook.
Honestly, my
Yeah, that
favorite
does look
thing
cool.
is the not kill team piece. It's that fallen Squigoth's head that they turned to like a command center. I love that thing. I love that thing with a passion.
Oh, okay, wait. The orc commando with like the toque.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a nice new look
yeah,
for the orcs.
orcs look amazing.
The new head design on some of them, like it seems like they're changing the orc aesthetic.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say they're changing the orc aesthetic. I think it's more so just the fact that they're making it so that orcs, because a lot of the old orc sculpts were very cartoony. I think they're taking from the cartoony to be a little bit more serious, which is kind of nice. Although some of the paint jobs don't do them any good service, but
They're giving them care. Like I've been noticing this with Warhammer for the last 4 or 5 years. They're definitely heavily sourcing back to old material. Where if we look at these new orcs and the way they're dressed, right? It's very, very recognizable. It's very iconic. You can recognize the way they're dressed based off of like a movie character or something. Like there's the orc commando knob, and he almost looks like, you know, that how they came out with that guy who looks like Dylan from Predator.
Like Dylan, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, if you look at that,
It's him.
he's
It's Carl Weathers orc.
yeah, he's the exact pose. I'm almost in everything. He's got the jacket, the hat, and everything. So he's that. And then we go to the orc commandos. The guy with the toque. He's like that French not beret, like the French commando sort of character, if that makes sense, because of the toque. Top left.
Yeah.
I mean, top left guy. How he's got the leather jacket, and then he's got like the. I'm just gonna say like he's got like the shirt with the pack of cigarettes in it. And then I'm also noticing they're making them a lot beefier, like they're a lot chunkier now, which
I think that's a good change.
it lines up
Yep.
very well with that orc that I made that out of the ogre.
He's a heckin' chunker.
It's like, hey GW, stop stealing my ideas.
Fucking GW.
Fucking G-dubs. Oh, I really like the I don't know what to call it other than like the machine pistol slugger on the commando guy with like the skull mask and the choppa. And then he's got like I don't know what to call that, like the Uzi or whatever, because it's got that thing in front of it, that little drop bar.
The Uzi 9mm.
I don't know what to call it. It's got that little loop that's dropping down in front of it. I like that.
I mean, it all looks great.
What's that? Is that like a rocket launcher or something on the top guy, or there's like a guy with like a he almost looks like
imagine, yes.
like the ogre country. You know how they have like the cannon lead belchers?
yeah.
Yeah, it's the same kind of pose or posture as a lead belcher. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a lot of conversions like that. A lot of lead belchers being turned into modern orcs.
Yeah, no, I could totally see it. And I would not be against it.
Not at all. No. The ogres make absolutely beautiful orc bodies just because of the way that they're designed. The head might look a little bit small, but at that point you're probably fine though. I'm gonna focus on these. Oh, I love the las guns on these though. That's another kind of callback to old las guns. It kind of looks like, because it has like those rings on top, and then because of the way that the the barrels go out at the end, it's kind of like a Catachan las gun rather than a Cadian las gun, where the Cadian las gun has like a box stock to it, like a box.
Yeah, man,
body
I think
to it.
they've always had those.
The Death Corps, they always had they've always
Yeah.
had those heads. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think it's
That-
called
that
a
hasn't changed
Lucius
yet.
pattern lasgun.
Oh, okay.
It's a different pattern.
It's very
the
nice.
Death Corps has always had that.
The medic
It is
veteran.
pretty cool.
Medic veteran, cool.
It looks it's more like a rifle, right?
Do all the medics in Warhammer have to have chainsaw wrist blades?
Man, how else are you gonna hack off the fungus growths?
You mean? Oh, well, I would probably use my power fist.
They be insistent on a piston.
Yep, they're insisting for it. That squig looks really nice. The bomb squig, which is like a Nasher squig or whatever, but with the bombs. Like that looks. It looks
My
intense.
favorite is the new big white squig.
Ah, yeah, the characters, the character orc with his mount. That's how I saw that.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what it is.
So earlier today, I was given the suggestion or request of making a very elaborate Baroque armor-style bloodhound. God damn it.
Go for it, big boy.
That means I'm gonna have to get, like, Custodes pieces, aren't I?
You're gonna get Rabute Gilman back again.
I'll just take them apart and put it back together. There, see?
I brought another Rabute Gilman. This is Arrow's twin brother.
It's Irie.
Yeah, Irie.
I'll just give him.
He's big now.
Just give him wings. Yeah, he's big now.
Yeah.
All the
He's
other,
big
all
now.
those stories where he was like regular size, that was just propaganda. Until
Yeah, he's big now.
I change it back and he's now regular size, and him being big was just propaganda.
Yeah, no. Before he was in epic scale. Now he's in true scale.
Epic scale, yeah. Damn it. You know that part of the Bible that they try to forget because Jesus went to hell? Yeah, that's Irie. You know, it's like, damn it. So you're playing Warhammer Total War?
Yes, sir.
The best Total War.
My favorite. Yeah.
The best Total War? Pardon? Medieval Total War 2 is clearly the best.
Does it have orcs? No.
Yes.
So shut the
It
fuck
totally,
up, Slate.
it totally could if you applied mods.
But that's
No,
not work.
this
and
is
I'm a lazy
beta.
piece of shit.
Play someone. That's not somebody. That's someone's Lord of the Rings mod for medieval Total War. Yeah, and it's just garbage. It's like play the battle for Middle Earth. No.
I did have that for the longest time, and my god, is it shit. I was like, I'm gonna give this a chance. I regret.
It's garbage.
I regret it immediately.
It can't be that bad. It's
It is.
It's that
it
bad,
was
yeah.
so bad.
It was it as bad as the Power Glove?
Worse.
Ooh.
The Power Glove the Power Glove is not bad. The Power Glove is
Water run.
is genius. You cannot diss the Power Glove.
Oh, he's still alive.
So what are you playing? Is it High Elf?
No, I just went back and finished up one of the campaigns. I was because I had some unfinished battles that I wanted to clear up, like that one siege that just really wasn't going well. But now I'm back to playing as my Skaven, slaughtering peasants, doing the Lord's work,
Committing war
man
crimes.
things. It's only a war crime if you admit that they're people.
Burninating
You see,
the
killing
countryside.
children is not illegal. It's not a war crime if they're combatants.
Exactly. See.
Burning.
That child, that Bretonian child was a combatant. It had a sword.
Yep.
Trogdor! Burninating the countryside. Burninating the peasants.
There is no meme. Give Warpstone.
Tony, are you here for After Dark? Oh, Big Tony. We're doing After Dark show. We're doing web show. Web series. You're a reoccurring special guest star. Starring special guest star, Cancer Mage.
I am indeed.
For the first time ever.
For the first time ever. For the first time, for the last time. It's rare. It's a rare opportunity, but it's always nice.
Finally, we meet at last for the last time.
Pretty much.
You got anything going on right now? Anything to plug? Anything that's going on right now for your projects?
Not really, honestly. A lot of it's just slowed down just due to the Rona.
Yeah. I figured I'd ask just
Go
because.
subscribe to Vanithgar.
Oh, he's got some amazing
That's
content.
the only thing that hasn't. That's the only thing that hasn't slowed down.
Do you still got?
Video game addiction I have.
Do you still have your miniatures thing, or like your products that way?
Yeah, I still have them. I haven't really put anything new out for them for a little bit. Not that that's really bad. But just because COVID, I couldn't get anything really built, like set up, and the facility is kind of behind just because they had to cut down the number of people working. What can you do?
What was it again? Punished Games?
Yes, sir.
There you go. Check out Punished Games. Make sure to give them your love and support, because they make some really nice cat girls.
Yeah, indeed. That's like one of
You
the-
absolutely.
That's like one of your most popular things, the cat girls.
Well, it's just so sad. I sat there and I'm like, ah, man, I made all these cool dragons.
Yeah, you made all these
Alright.
dragons, and then it's just cat girls. You know what they want.
I only have one figure, and like, everyone's just like, we'll just buy that then. I'm like,
Yeah, we'll buy that one.
See, you need to make
You
a
want this
Buy that one?
cool
Could you buy something
dragon?
else?
Cat girl.
you need to make a cat girl dragon. See,
Please.
Oh,
see,
dragon girl.
yeah. First she was a cat, then she was a
buy
cat
it.
girl, then she was a dragon. Trogdet.
I'm not gonna lie, that sounds pretty much like 95% of the plot of anime out there right now. So,
It literally is. Oh no!
Yeah.
My big fucking milkers got in the way.
pretty much.
The only
That's
way
how they get
through
you
is
there.
if you have to squeeze them, get in between. Ooh, woo.
That's the only way you can save the kingdom is by fucking my fat ass.
Oh, Mochi, what are we gonna do? I don't know, Mochi. I guess we're just going to have to fuck these tits. Oh,
That is
Mochi!
the premium choice.
That's the pay DLC. You gotta pay for that one.
Yep.
No,
Why do you think I always pay for DLC?
it was in the manga, so they had to at least imply it in the show. But they just went straight for it. They were bold.
They went full isekai.
They were just like, I'm going to fuck your pussy. And then she was like, meow, ooh, woo, I was a cat. But now I'm a dragon.
We are going to sex.
Where's the stupid thing I'm supposed to shoot? Oh, there it is.
Okay, so new Kriegs.
Another Bretonian child.
What about you were trying out what was it? Necromunda, right?
Yeah, I play Necromunda from time to time. Not as much anymore because we're still opening up, but I do occasionally.
The video game?
The what's it called? The new hired gun one?
Yeah. Doom. 40k, the Doom clone. That's 40 with a 40k skin.
I feel like everyone keeps
I've heard
talking
it's
about
pretty
it. They're
good.
like, oh, it could be so great. Everyone keeps saying that, but I have like pretty much no faith in it. I got the same amount of faith in it as I do in regular people acting normal, so none at all.
I'll just wait until somebody makes a Slathe mod and put Slathe in it. So it's canon
That's
to
the best choice right there.
to the Bloodhounds. I'll just have to wait till somebody else who makes Doom mods makes a Doom mod for the Doom clone that is Necromunda, whatever, Underhive.
Yeah, you can't play it unless
I
Slate
can't.
the Space Marine is in it.
I can't even play it anyway. My computer's too old. Even if I wanted to, jeez. Oh, I think the camera's lagging out here. How do I fix this? Mute preview. Do.
Crap baskets.
Good old crap baskets. What's this one? The new cam. Oh, we don't need that. We don't need the new cam. Ew, gross. Ugh. So I guess I'll put on my background entertainment. Let's put on...
Let's get on Terraria. Wait, no, that's my port holder.
Terraria! Let's do it.
That's the game I haven't played in years.
Oh, I'm on it. Let's get on it. Let's get some Terraria. Wait, why isn't it? What's happening? I started the game. It says it's running. Oh, there we go. Let's just hope everything's working.
Nothing's working as planned.
Nothing ever works. Nothing. Especially within communism.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's alright.
You think I should start a new guy and a new everything? Everything new? Just, why not? It's not like I'm doing anything seriously. So, what's this guy's name gonna be? Douche.
Douche LaBouche.
Is it D-O-U-S-H-E, right? Douche.
There's no S.
There's no S?
There's no. Yeah.
D-O-U-H-E?
C.
D-O-U-C-H-E?
Just put Duce.
Oh, fair enough.
Pretty much.
LaBouche. Am I spelling LaBouche the same way? Like,
Fuck, I
Am
gotta
I-
go on to it.
is douche, is LaBouche gonna be spelt like douche? Douche LaBouche?
Yeah, it's Duce.
Duce. Duce. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do an accent. How do I do accent?
There's no accent.
Well, I'm just gonna name it that.
It's
All right.
just Douche LaBouche.
And he's gonna be a hardcore character. I'm gonna have to give him pink hair or purple. Pink or purple? What do you think?
Purple.
Purple. Light purple. Oh, there we go. That's looking good. This is looking really douchey. All right. Now we need to make this guy have skin color. What kind of skin color? What do they?
Completely pale.
Just
Snow
like an
white.
albino.
Albino, yeah.
Albino. Okay. Do they have like a beard or anything?
He's got to have a red beard.
A red beard. The beard, I think, is part of the hair, so it'll be the same.
Ah. Okay.
Well, we'll live with purple.
What about a big ponytail? We'll make this a man with a big ponytail. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Gigantic.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This sounds a bit too close for comfort.
Give him the Goku hair.
Goku hair?
Yeah.
The spiky one?
The
Alright.
generic anime male hair.
Alright, the spike. Well, I think that's like the I think that would be the default hair, honestly.
I mean, come on, bro. It's like every anime guy, slightly spiky hair.
Do I want to just make this Goku? Purple Goku. Okay,
It's Goku, but he's albino and his hair is purple.
with green eyes.
It's your OC.
He's got green eyes. And, he's got, I don't know, blue clothes. No. He's got, like, everything. He's got to make this as hideous as possible. I think that's good. I think that's pretty ugly. What do you think? Actually, I'm kind of wondering,
Premium right
what if I made them like jet black instead of white? That's not bad. That's not bad.
No, it's gotta go with the name. Douche LaBouche is completely white.
It's completely alright. Douche LaBouche. Alright, here we'll create this character.
Oh yeah, that looks
Here's
beautiful.
Douche LaBouche. And we'll create a new world just for Douche. We'll call it After Douche. And we want this to be
After the
how big is this world gonna be? Small, medium, or large?
Extremely small.
Extremely small. Okay, so small. Do we want it
Yes.
to? I guess we're gonna make this incredibly hard or just regular because it's on. I'll make it regular because this is on whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll do this after Douche. Douche LaBouche is going on his adventure where he's gonna do the after Douche. So it seems like Chapter Master Valrak is recovering somewhat.
Yeah, seems like it.
Oh yeah, he got hit by a car, right?
No, he fell off a ladder.
Oh.
A lot less heroic.
I think
Wait,
he.
who the fuck got hit by a car then?
I don't know. I think he like fell off his roof or off a ladder or something, and like almost broke his neck.
Yeah, he did some damage to his back. That's what I can remember. I thought that really narrows it down much, but you know.
He was fortifying his position.
Lots of people break their neck.
He fortified a bit too hard.
That's when you know you're doing too good of a job fortifying. When your spine can't withstand it.
Brother, I fortified too hard. Fuck, it hurts.
I can't fortify any harder.
We need to go further. But brother, we've already fortified too much. We have to go even beyond Super Saiyan.
We must become Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan
We must
Deity.
become Super Saiyans.
We must become Super Deity Saiyan God Cranky.
We must become the cum.
Enter the cum zone. Your Saiyan is not enough. You may be the prince of all Saiyans, but you are not the prince of all cum.
Typical prince of all Saiyans. Big cock, no cum.
So I'm gonna have to build a small village for no reason, because Douche LaBouche is a douche like that.
He's just a nice guy.
He's
He
just-
builds homes for the poor.
And then eats them.
Eats the homes?
He eats them, yes.
Like, are they like edible homes? Like made it like they're like gingerbread houses.
I mean, whatever helps you sleep at night.
That's that's the only way I could imagine it. They're gingerbread houses. It's the only thing I could accept.
There's no violence on this show.
No.
This is a family picture.
It's only the violence that we've
Shit,
occurred along the
Tom.
way.
Oh, these things are shit. What? Oh.
This is the most thrilling of content.
Go kill all the man things. Gotta go kill all the man things.
Oh yeah. Man
You gotta
flesh.
take their warp stone, man.
Yo, gotta live off that warp crack.
Can't get enough of that
Good
sugar,
warp stone.
Chris.
Yes, yes. Kill, slay, man things, and seize means of production.
I mean,
Become
that's pretty
communist.
much literally my exact what I'm doing currently. Yeah, what up there? Man is below bullshit.
The age of men is over.
The age of men is over. Now is the age of the rat.
Oh no.
Yeah, that sounds about right. You know, age of the rat. What the hell is this man doing?
So what are the Skaven all about? What's their deal?
Eating people and blowing shit up. Pretty much the TLDR of this game faction.
Yeah, they're Florida men.
On crack.
On
Or
crack.
crack.
Yeah.
That's
New
like
York, you got crackheads coming out of the sewer.
so they're just like they're just monster people.
They're literally just human-sized
Sort of.
rats that eat.
Yeah, they live underground and they do nefarious deeds.
Quite dubious.
Oh, cool.
And they're pretty cool. They should put Skaven in 40k, man. Seriously.
They used to have pretty much the equivalent of Skaven in 40k.
But then they turned them into
so, right? And then
But then they turned them into expando squid monsters. They turned them into into
Yeah.
like the creature from the Black Lagoon.
there used to be a species that was basically space Skaven. Now they're apparently squid people.
I mean, I could think of a lot worse things to be.
In 40k?
Black.
Just in general.
Do squid lives matter?
No.
No. Squid lives do not matter.
There wasn't even a delay on that one.
No contemplation is necessary.
Silence, Arvechi. That's the weirdest inside joke, but it just works.
Yeah, Arvechi just cloned himself. There's like 3 different Arvechis now.
No, I noticed it. It's a bunch of people that are just messing with him.
to Mogus.
How the hell do you still have morale? It literally just melted all of your troops.
So what is our Veggie exactly? Is he just there for people to make fun of him?
No. I think he's in good spirit. I think he's having a laugh, like most of us.
Yeah.
Every so often, there'll be that person that will do the other side. I mean, I've hung out with our Vecchi on like voice chat and stuff. So, no, he's an alright guy. He's actually like a graffiti artist or like a spray paint artist.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So he's pretty cool. Don't always let the memes fool you. But, of course, guide yourself by the memes.
Silence, Veggie.
Alright, almost have a few thousand pieces of wood. That's enough to build a small village while just wasting time in this game that I'll probably die in.
I'm
there
gonna
any other
play
way?
this world for 5 seconds and then never come back again.
Pretty much. It's pretty much gonna be like, I'm so sorry, but I need this more than you do.
Oh shit.
But we've got the Agarthan device. I know.
The Chronorium! But I already read it! Slathe, you have to go kill your past self to get your dick sucked.
Well, it has become my own
I think
mission.
of a lot worse things to have to do. At least you get a reward out of it.
Yeah.
Looking for the bright side.
Just making the bright side of life. So we're gonna need lots of these wood platforms.
Giselle's just shoot him in the face. Just shoot him in the face.
Stop ratting around, just shoot him.
No. No. That's okay. Take the general up, make sure he doesn't come back. Tell him he's not welcome. Stab him in the face with the deal. Grand douchebaggery for the win.
It's the only kind of douchebaggery that is allowed to fly.
The grandest of douchebaggery.
I, the king of douchebags, declare
How's the village coming along, Slathe?
I've almost got one house. I'd kind of forgotten about how long things take when you're just starting off, because I've been playing this game for a little bit now, and it's like I have this character that has all this shit, and it's like, oh yeah, starting off in the beginning sucks.
you say what? Getting sex?
Starting off
I
from the
mean,
beginning.
We won't say no.
We need to get our village up so we can get sex.
So we can get our village's dick sucked. Okay. Now we need walls. There we go. Excellent. Fight off the zombies all night.
The realtor did not say there were zombies in this area.
What's that?
When do you ever trust the realtor?
That's a good point.
And there have been 0 murders in this house. Why did you mention that?
There's the Ark of the Covenant buried under your house. Wait, what? Nothing.
Oh, a campfire. We need one of those. I am having that distinct suspicion this game is not liking being live streamed for me because my computer sucks.
I mean, it could be a lot worse. It seems to be running half decently. At least as far as I can tell.
Oh no, 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 no. just.
Live streaming, Slathe? Let's just fucking crash the game. You're not allowed to have good things in Canada.
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You can only have weed.
That's the only thing you're allowed to have in Canada. Weed.
You're not allowed to have clothes. You're not allowed to have a job. You're not allowed to have money. You're allowed to have a weed. You're allowed to have weed, though.
Yeah. We're not animals. We wouldn't take your weed away from you. Who do you think we are?
Oh no. Oh no. Get them, guide. You fight all the monsters. I'll just wait in the house.
Roger, what the fuck? They're right in front of you. Help.
It's like, nope, these monsters are all way too deadly. Meaning they're the very beginning monsters of the game. I'll just have to lock the door by putting a piece of wood, like, right there.
I've got 2 inches of wood, kid. You can't get through me.
You can't get to me, I've got all this wood.
I'm so wood
I've got-
right now. I got so wood.
I've got
I
wood
got so
armor.
much wood. My morning wood.
Wearing my wooden armor with all my wood.
My
That
wood
thick,
sword.
thick wood.
Oh, it's dummy thick. Keen critical strike. Oh, the axe sucks. Okay. Oh no. Oh, I died. Well, I got one house built. But now I'm a ghost.
What good is a house without a man?
Well, you can use it to create, man.
Let's see. I can explore the sky. I can see where all the clouds are for no reason. Oh, here's one. A cloud world. And it's got a chest and all of that. That's pretty cool. I guess my character died and went to heaven. And that was Terraria.
Terraria.
It was
Fuck you.
It was Terrarius. But no, it's all back. We gotta come back to red shoes, I guess. Right?
Gotta do what?
Nothing. Ah, yes. So I'm almost done my company of Marines there. Fairly close to getting that done.
Nice.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of Marines that I've had to unfortunately paint brown in order to paint red, to either fix mistakes, to fix old models that their paint is wearing off because they're, you know, they were painted when I was like 12, so it was like, I can't afford spray paint, I'm just gonna paint the model. You know what I mean? You just start putting paint right on the gray plastic sort of thing. That's always gonna end out nice. Hey, I mean, they've lasted as however they've lasted in the condition they were for what, like 20 years. You know, when you think about it that way,
It must not be that bad.
it's not that.
Yeah, it could definitely be a lot worse, but like still, oof.
Part of the oof was going over some of the past, repainting some of those original, those nostalgia Marines from back when I would have my very first games and all this stuff. And I'm now, what would it be? I'm retrofitting them, I suppose. Retro painting them.
Is that what kids are calling it these days?
Yeah, that's what all the kids are calling it. So I'm gonna, because those are some of the only Marines that actually have the chapter badge, and because I just painted over that today, I'm actually gonna re-include that on those ones. I don't ever do that, the chapter badge, because it's kind of goofy, right? The circle with the moon, the wane, like the, what is it, like a waning or waxing moon with a crescent moon or something like that.
What?
The Bloodhound's chapter symbol, the circle with the lion in it.
Oh yeah, the isn't that Taurak cracking?
Yes. It's also a moon.
Yeah, I know the Bloodhound's lore.
With the one where it's like, and then Arrow was like, I'm gonna move the line. You can tell I made a really big thunk when I made that detail. The Emperor made this legion's symbol in this with a moon on it. But then Arrow was like, Talrak blew up, so he moved the line in the center, and it was like, it's Talrak.
Yes, I moved the line slightly to the right
Yeah, he moved the line slightly to the
or
right.
left, depending on how you look at it.
So what do you think of the possible Malice ending for the because there's all these, you know how there's all these different endings and different various stories I make? What about the Malice ending to the Bloodhounds?
Yes. They are all secretly Malice cultists.
I mean, the Malice ending is pretty much just my Echo ending.
Hmm.
Well, because I can't come up with any more in-universe explanation for the Echo other
I
than...
don't even know what the good is like, or what the bad ending, or the true ending, or the secret ending.
Exactly. Well, I'm saying, like, you know, the Echo, I don't have any explanation for Echo, the Echo world, other than possibly Malice. Because you know how Malice, what part of Malice's shtick, because Malice is meant, either way, is that he doesn't exist.
He does not exist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't know. What about that ending?
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
You know, where it's like they didn't exist from the beginning, and then all of a sudden they existed at some time around, you know, the third rendition of the universe, third edition, and then they started existing, and then they stopped existing or something, right? But then that's so fun.
Mhm.
That's such an ending though. I don't like it. I can't comic book that. If I come back from that, it's bullshit. You know, like zombies.
Uh-huh.
Hey Treyarch, if you're gonna put everything away in the dark ether for good, then fuck you, do that.
Well, I think they did, right? They didn't bring anyone back. I mean, other than Samantha, but that's about it.
And the zombies.
And yeah, you know, it's zombies. You can't have zombies without zombies.
And you
Or
can't.
else you get fucking Call of Duty Extinction.
And in those zombies, you
God.
can't have them without Element 115, and you can't have Element 115 without the Apothecons, and you can't have Apothecons without Dr. Monty and the Shadow Man, and you can't...
And you can't have the Shadow Man without the guys, and then you can't have the guys without Nazis.
Exactly. Which would mean that the loop
It
is
all
still
comes
going.
back to
Ah!
Nazi.
Nikolai didn't do anything. No, there's still got to be like Retributus, the actual version of all of the crew. Retributus.
Yeah, Retributus. The zombies are strong, but they're not as strong as family.
Oh god. Please no.
Sam, I always wanted to tell you. What is it, Tank? You are my daughter. Really? No, I can't support that. Okay.
Who?
But Misty, you are my daughter. No, you're not. I know.
Oh. Wait, you are my daughter, and she responds with, "No, you're not."
She's Misty. What are you expecting from her?
Yeah, you're right. Misty, I am your father. Do you have any evidence to prove that? No.
Mr. President, you're black. You can't make accusations like that without evidence. Look at this picture I just took of you right now. See? You're black. This is overwhelming. I'm in your hands.
That's the twist. Russ Man is the president.
I swear, every time when me and my friends were playing Perfect Dark, and when we were playing on the Air Force One level, I said that one time, and then after every time, we just kept saying it. Where, like, you get to the president, and it's like, Mr. President, Trent is trying to kidnap you. You can't make accusations like that without evidence. You know, and then it's like, here's a recording that I took of their conspiracy meeting. This is overwhelming. I'm in your hands. But then, like, one time we were playing it, right? And it was just like, Mr. President, you're black. And everyone, and then they're just dying. They're hysterical, right? You can't make accusations like that without evidence. Look, this is a picture I just took of you.
That one's good.
I remember thinking that that aliens were gonna kidnap Obama because Perfect Dark did it first, but they never really got around to it. The aliens never really kidnapped him.
Maybe Obama is the alien.
Well, that's the thing. In Perfect Dark, the aliens kidnap the president and then they clone him and they replace him with a clone of him.
Hmm.
So maybe President Obama was kidnapped by aliens and cloned and replaced, and we didn't know, and that the Skeetar were successful in this reality rather than Perfect Dark's reality, because we didn't have the Mayans like Elvis to help us. So Chapter Master Valrak was saying, after I do this company, I should maybe do the 5th company. What are your thoughts on 5th company? Which is just a battle company. Battle company. So there would be some assault marines, some devastators, some tacticals. It's either that or it's all tacticals.
Every other company you've painted on camera?
No, because the reserve companies.
Yes.
No. Because the one
Maybe
I'm
you should paint something different, Slathe.
like what?
Don't you have like a rhino transport or something?
Yeah, I've got lots of those, but I want to do all the infantry first.
Yeah, but the tanks are cooler.
But well, then it'll keep you on the edge of your seat, waiting for more, waiting for that tank to
What?
drop. There's a bunch of tanks that are needed.
Still got that 1980s Land Raider?
Yeah, of course I do. Got that. I've got that still in a box, all sealed away, all nice and safe. I'll have to get like a 3D printer, a 3D scanner.
It must remain there.
I'll have to scan it 3D so I can print it.
Yeah. Because you're not going to paint the real one?
No.
Never.
No, I would never do that. That seems like a wrong thing to do. Wait, which? Huh. But yeah, the one I'm doing right now is all tacticals, because it's one of the reserves.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically that's not actually true, because there technically is a bunch of land speeders in this company that I'm just not doing until I do all the infantry.
Let's do some assault marines with the jetpacks.
See, yeah, okay, so you're leaning more towards if I do a battle company that has...
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be done. The battle company's gonna have, like, the mixed bag. It's gonna have the ones with all the heavy weapons. It's gonna have the tactical guys with the mid-range spread, and then it's gonna have the assault marines. And of course, I'll probably skip all of the command stuff, so that way at one point there will be this whole like batch of just commanders and like lieutenants and stuff. It's like, all right, now that everything's always a character.
Yeah.
Yay.
See, and then at one point I'll be painting dreadnoughts. See, I won't just pop a dreadnought in out of nowhere. It'll be like Dreadnoughts, a series, the show. It's like a sitcom. Dreadnoughts.
It's a sitcom. No, it's like Cars, but it's just dreadnoughts.
There's nobody inside the dreadnoughts. There's no living
no one
person.
inside.
They're just alive. They've
they're alive.
got like Thomas the Tank Engine faces.
Yeah. You got the big dreadnought. You got the little dreadnought.
You have to have the kid girl dreadnought that has the white hair, and she has all of she has the perfect genetics of Jango Fett. Never mind.
I don't look. Omega isn't really a Mary Sue. Honestly, I'm saying. Look, man. Listen, she gets her ass kicked quite a lot. Okay.
Okay.
I like how there's an immediately
and
knowing.
they show
who
her
you're
training.
referencing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly what the fuck this piece of shit is talking.
Oh, that was homing
I know
right in on that. It was like,
exactly
we've got one of those Omega White Knights here. He's White Knighting for Omega.
I'm
Simp!
Gotcha,
Daddy.
bitch.
Simp! Simp!
Simp. It's not that bad.
I don't know. I just kind of find it questionable. It's like she has the perfect genetics of Jango Fett. Then why isn't she Jango Fett?
So does Boba Fett. Fuck.
No, but then it's like, but then why isn't she Jango Fett?
She's not.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's the worst logic I've ever heard.
Like, it. Why aren't all the clones completely different people? But like,
Because they're modified to be old, to grow up faster and age faster.
they made the Bad Batch. So clearly that's the first step. We can see that the Camoans or whatever, they genetically Kaminoans. They genetically create clones that have like, here's the big one, here's the brainy one, here's the tech one, here's the angry one that's gonna betray everybody.
They're called the Bad Batch.
Here's the brainy one that's gonna betray everybody, angry one. There's the leader guy with the bandana. We like genetically made him have a bandana. And here is the one with a vagina. We made this one. Yeah, I don't care. We made this one. This character will grow up. This won't be taboo to say. This character will grow up, and they made this character to have a vagina so that somebody can implant their baby juice into that grown woman at that point when that will happen in the lore.
When she is old enough, when she is of age.
Oh, do you see how very carefully I stated that? Like,
we had the same argument about Baby Yoda. Like you said, you could fuck Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda is 50 years old.
I mean,
End conversation.
Are you really going to go down on a little green frog?
Conversation over.
I am not attracted to space frogs.
Mm-hmm.
Just think about Slippy, and then you'll realize that it's the truth.
Slippy's hot.
Oh, fucking Slippy. Oh, Fox, help me up. Oh, they're blasting me in the ass. I'll blast you in the ass. Oh, thanks, Fox. You really saved my behind. I saved it for later. Like,
The sheer sexual tension is just too much.
and then there's Falco. Oh man, you guys are total queers. I'm out here. Yeah. Peppy, dude, do a barrel roll. God damn it, Peppy.
I'm about to do a barrel roll on my dick.
Just fucking retire already, Peppy. Fuck's sake. You old fuck. Oh wow, Fox, this reminds me of when I was with your dad. Can you stop reminding me of my dead dad, please? Wow, Fox, your dead dad really sure would be proud of you. I'm still in a lot of pain over this. Wow, Fox, you know what your dead dad would like to. Can you stop fucking bringing up my dead fucking dad? Do a barrel. You just start shooting Pep. At that point, it's just you just start shooting at Peppy. It's like, fuck.
This got out of hand very quickly.
What do you mean? Isn't that how you play Star Fox? You shoot Peppy and then you're like, and then you like say fuck
I
you,
don't know, I've
Falco.
never played Star Fox.
You never played Star Fox?
No, I've never. I don't play Nintendo. Who the fuck do you think I am?
Oh, but Star Fox, that's like I don't know are there other games like Star Fox? They're probably like arcade games like that. I think that's more of it's like an arcade style game. What do you?
You're in a ship and you shoot things. I've played games like that.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's a pretty good TLDR of what the game is.
Yeah, pretty much, but with furries, I guess, right?
Yeah, with
Yep.
furry.
So that means that we kind of have to. It's kind of hard to ignore that they have like a whole society. They're all furries.
They're all furry.
That means
Yeah.
that means like They probably fuck,
And
right?
you got that one blue fox who
Yeah,
uploads the
yeah.
Rule 34.
Yeah. We don't see like populations of all of these different animals. We just kind of see like one-offs of all these different animals.
Yeah.
So does that mean like all
Does
these
that mean they're like interbreeding?
like interspecies, like Slippy, he's a frog, but then he'll meet up with like a cat, and then they'll have a baby that's
Yeah.
like an echidna.
Yeah.
That's
Something
how
like-
evolution works.
Well, in
That's
the
how genes flex.
Yeah.
well, I mean, I think that's that we're pretty much reaching that point where like Andros was right. Andros is the villain of Star Fox. I'll just
Oh.
I will just it's like
Like who?
and he's like a giant monkey head that's a robot and a space station and a boss and the bad guy.
Yeah, that sums it up pretty well, actually.
Yeah, yeah. In both Star Fox and Star Fox 2, and I've not played the one on GameCube because it sucked. And then there was that one where you played as the Blue Princess or something.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, wait, never mind. That's like a weird hentai game.
Is it? Oh.
Same thing.
Same thing. Licensed by Nintendo.
what's the difference,
You know, right? With the Nintendo seal of
Are
approval.
you gonna tell me I'm wrong? No.
No,
wrong.
you're completely correct. Just the bits is never wrong.
Except for when I'm wrong.
Yes.
Man, do I have a lot of exes who disagree with that statement right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, fuck what they think though. They're your exes. Clearly, they were wrong.
No.
They didn't know.
They were wrong for letting go such an distinguished gentleman.
Yep. I'm totally distinguished. Yep. That's me.
Extremely distinguished and cultured
Yep.
and educated.
Depends on what your culture is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm cultured.
Yeah.
I have a culture. What culture is that?
You don't want to know.
You don't want to.
Yogurt.
That does not
Activia.
compute.
It is the bacteria culture that is surrounding. It is on my penis. It is-
I have a yeast culture.
It is I have a flesh-eating virus that protrudes from my anus.
That's my dream.
It's what you've always hoped for. It's what you want to get in your stocking for Christmas. You just want to reach out. You're like, oh, flesh-eating anus virus. Oh, I'll put it.
All I want for Christmas is a flesh-eating anus virus.
Oh, I'll put it on right now, just for you. Oh, we're under the mistletoe. Do you want to see how my anus fungus is growing?
Ooh woo.
Ooh woo. Slathe the Space Marine 2021. Do you want to see how my anus fungus is growing?
Anything worth doing is worth doing, at least my favorite slave quote.
Anything worth doing is at least worth doing badly or poorly.
If it don't need fixing, don't break it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's a Jackler line right there. Certified Jackler moment.
I was really happy to actually when you made that video and I was checking that out, and then all of a sudden it like cut to that song and I was like, oh, this is great. This is great. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Oh no, I had a blast with when I was watching that. That was great.
You didn't like the fucking video though.
Oh,
Bitch.
I think I watched it on like the Discord link or something.
Yeah.
So I'll
That's what they all say.
yeah. I'll have to go back to actually give it the proper respect it deserves.
Yeah, one deep anal fisting. I mean, one.
One deep anal fist up. When's YouTube gonna add that function? Oh,
Hopefully soon.
we can give a thumbs up or a thumbs down, but when can we give like a whole fist?
When can we watch the video with Snoop Dogg?
I don't want just the fist. I want it to go all the way up to the shoulder.
Out the mouth.
Yep. Just using them as a finger puppet.
You need, and then like yeah, and like their eyes need to cross and look down.
Yep.
I'm about to manipulate your ass as a goddamn puppet.
I'm gonna make you my fucking cock puppet.
I do have one video I think you'll like very much, just a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link.
Is this new?
No, it's old.
Oh, I've got to get my dick sucked.
That's a classic. Everyone remembers that one.
So did you see that Steve Crowder ambush? Like what was that, like last week? Or a couple weeks ago? Steven Crowder
The
got like
H3H3 one?
yeah, the H3H3 thing.
Yeah, I believe you told me about that.
Oh, okay, I brought that up before. Okay.
We spoke of this.
We have mentioned this before.
It is known to the chapter.
Yeah. I was talking with Cardinal about how we're gonna do Cubble. Cubble is gonna have in his is the PA on his backpack is gonna be done in that bright
I thought you were
blue.
gonna say penis there for a second.
The penis on his
Uh,
backpack.
Yeah, he's got the bright blue penis on his back.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big bright blue. On the big bright blue balls on his backpack. All the cables on Cubble are all gonna be different colors. And then after that, it's gonna be like, fuck, just figuring it the fuck out, because what the fuck is wrong with that miniature? Jesus. Trying to see if there's anything else that's new and wild and crazy in the world. But probably not. Ah, the lull.
Ready.
Steady. Go, let's go.
What are you shooting up heroin there, Slathe? What the fuck?
What do you mean?
I see you go. Okay, steady, let's go. And then you're rubbing your arm aggressively.
No, it's because I've got like a bump. I'm just like scratching it.
It's the heroin bump.
The heroin
The
bump.
heroin bump.
The heroin bump. It's the usual spot that I go to.
Come on. Oh, fuck. God. Do it.
Got to do it again. Play it again, Sam.
Hey, that one about falling down the stairs.
Just run right in there. Pop that. And just sit there and chill out. Release some next level bullshit shenanigans.
Some next level Skaven magic.
The grand bullshittery.
Oh, what's this? I've got a virus bomb.
I mean, I literally just did send a bunch of clan rats in to their death with the warp bomb, so there is that. I just suicide bombed the shit out of them.
So in Warhammer, or in Age of Sigmar, or whatever, right? In fantasy. The Chaos Gods and Chaos and the whatever, it's all treated differently and looked at with a different perspective, right?
Not really.
Not really? I mean, like,
I
couldn't...
wouldn't say. No, because, like, there's still, like, all the, heresy and purge, all that. That's still a thing.
Yep.
But would there
The
be...
Empire has witch hunters, which are basically just inquisitors, and, they burn people for heresy, because, it's illegal to worship the Chaos Gods in the Empire.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, no, it really hasn't changed very much in comparison to like 40k, and the gods still are the same gods, and they still stand for the same shit.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Except less powerful.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, because think about it. What gives Chaos their power is the worship, right? In Warhammer Fantasy, there's only one planet of people worshiping them. In 40k, you got the whole galaxy, right?
This is in Warhammer Fantasy. Is there really and I mean like this quite literally? Is there really only one planet in their whole universe?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not like Age of Sigmar
world.
where there's multiple realms. For them, it's literally just one planet.
So is this in the, like does this at all relate back to the old lore where there was like the big magic cube in space where the Warhammer world was, but then they got rid of that because it was so like belittling to Warhammer, making it a planet in 40k surrounded by a magic unpenetrable cube?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much the same premise. It's just no longer a planet. Like in the 40k universe, it's just a planet on its own.
And
then the end times, the way that they made that work is basically the planet exploded, and then people survived and were brought into the mortal realms, and into Azur and all that stuff. And Sigmar, which is Karl Franz, basically reforged a lot of the world, and yeah.
So the way the planet exploded, and then people rebuilt the planet.
So what happened was the end times, where I think like the Skaven crashed the moon into the planet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Skaven blew up the moon, and then it crashed into the planet, and then it blew up, and I don't know. Then after that, Age of Sigmar happens, and I don't know anything about Age of Sigmar.
Wait,
There's a bunch of bullshit.
The only thing I know is and the only reason I know this is because I have some really old High Elves models. Somebody told me that the High Elves are assholes and they're responsible for that happening. Is that true?
I mean, High Elves are totally assholes.
But they're
Yes, agreed.
they're responsible for like the universe restart in some way.
Not really. I mean, they're responsible in the sense that they just didn't let anyone else do anything, and then everything went to shit. And then they're sitting there like, "Oh, why'd everything go to shit, guys?"
So like
Well,
they
maybe
could
just
have done
let other people
something.
fucking do stuff.
Wait. They stopped
Not-
people from doing things?
Yeah. So, Warhammer 2, like Total War Warhammer 2, actually has a campaign about it. It's called the Eye of the Vortex, and the Vortex basically was what stabilized and stopped chaos from happening. But like, the elves, instead of being normal humans, didn't tell anyone about that. Like, didn't say anything, and then people just started fucking with the ritual, and then the planet kind of had issues because chaos could suddenly come out because the seal was broken.
Okay.
And then, because of such, we had a big clusterfuck of just a lot of bullshittery. Basically,
And then what's his face? Archon, the Ever Chosen, showed up and this is a bitch.
That's the
yeah,
guy
pretty
on the
much.
horse, right?
Although, to be frank, he's kind
He's
of on a horse.
basically Horus.
Sorry, no, the guy on the
uh,
horse. Horse. Nay.
Oh,
Horse.
on the horse.
Yeah, on the big weird horse thing. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
What's his?
He's the Ever Chosen of Chaos. Just think of him as like Abaddon. He leads a whole bunch of Chaos warbands of every god, and you know,
He's just a giant dickhead.
yeah, he's a piece of shit. Fuck Archaon. All my homies hate Archaon.
Little known fact. You see, when Arrow was in the mirror universe, whatever, and he walked through one of the portals,
He saw Warhammer
he
Fantasy.
saw Warhammer Fantasy, and it was an alternate universe of him, and he saw Archaon, and it was him in this alternate parallel universe.
Oh god.
That could. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing.
If that actually was a thing, yeah. Like, Games Workshop will watch this and be like, that sounds like a great idea. Who's this Arrow guy? I bet he's minty.
I bet he's minty. Yeah.
Premium mint.
Yeah.
And then the lizard men in their temples were actually spaceships, and then they
Yep.
went off
They-
planet.
They fucked off.
They literally just fucked off. Although I think it was it Mazda Mundi, he sacrificed himself to hold up the pieces of the moon to stop them from crashing into the planet, and to give the lizard man enough time to evacuate.
Yeah, he also summoned a giant snake demon.
Yeah. Sotek, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that teeny weeny?
I mean, not really.
Isn't he the prophet of Sotek? Shouldn't it be him?
I mean, it should
His
have
soul
been,
is
but it was
Sunday.
just a matter of they didn't really get to do it. I don't know, Lord's stupid.
That
People
shit.
that
They
plan
stole
shit
his
out.
thunder, bro.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's all that upset.
So, the lizard men, are they as much as this is, I know this is going to be an oversimplification, but are they basically, like, the old ones?
They're
The Slan are
created
the
by
old
the old
ones,
ones.
yeah.
Are the Slan the old ones?
Even then, the Slan ones aren't technically the old ones.
Because
Right?
No, they are.
well, sometimes
Under
they are.
40k lore, they're called the Slan, and the Slan are just giant frog people.
No, but sometimes they're the Slan. No, but sometimes the Slan are created by the old ones. I've read that somewhere as well, that the Slan were another one of their creations.
I'm pretty sure the Slan are, they're the leaders of the lizard men, and they were created by the old ones to govern the lizard men and enact the great plan and whatever.
Great grand dickery.
But I mean, like,
Who said that out loud?
don't you hate when they add stuff and change stuff like that, though? I might be wrong, even if. But, like, you know how it's kind of like, and all this time ago, the Emperor made these Primarchs. But actually, 20 years later, we're also going to mention that there was this geneticist who was really good at it, and she helped. Also, there was this guy who was there, and he may or may not have had other personalities in him at the time. And it's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, fucking hell. No, they did the same thing with the Belisarius Call, right?
Yep.
It was like now they retconned it so that the Primaris that he created, the idea came to him from like a vision from the Emperor. The Emperor showed up to him and was like, "Call, you're the chosen one. You got to make some better Space Marines."
Which, I mean, I just like to state the fact that I find that hilarious.
Then someone else will write a book where Call found it in an STC.
An STD.
He found an STC that had Primaris Marines in it.
Yeah. Like, well,
There we go.
I mean, it's an STC, right?
Well, we needed super soldiers back then, and I guess the Emperor just kind of forgot how to do that. So, you know.
Yeah, and like, think about it. If the Emperor knew all along how to make Primaris, why did he even bother with making regular Space Marines? Why didn't he just make every Space Marine a Primaris?
Because he needed
Because
a very
that's
specific,
smart.
because the organs that Call made and harvested and created.
Didn't have the technology.
They didn't.
Yet?
No. They didn't have a very specific key planet where they needed to harvest the things to get that stuff from. They needed they needed to bide their time until they had that very specific key planet. Then they could make the Primaris Marines. Yeah, Planet Primaris.
That's quite literally the level of bullshittery that.
That's the level of bullshit
stories.
we're on.
It'll be called Planet Primer.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And I think there was also like another sort of retcon where instead of Abaddon's like 12 Black Crusades failing each time, they all
actually succeeded in his minor.
Yeah, they all
bullshit.
actually succeeded. It's like every Black Crusade had a secret plan, one secret goal that was achieved in every Black Crusade, and even though it looks like he lost, he didn't. That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, they straight up go backwards on Eldred Elthrin when it was like, all right, so what? Like, I guess we failed. We didn't do anything to Cadia. Let's all pack up and go home, boys. Meanwhile, Eldred Elthrin, walking through like the Crystal Seer Dome or whatever. Right? Done. Toast. And then that story gone. And then now it's like Cadia blows up. It's like, I don't know. It's like almost like we're talking about. Somebody was asking earlier about like parallel universes in Warhammer. And it's like, typically, no. You would just say, no, there is no other parallel universes. But then when there's all these different versions of the lore, like, how did Guilliman get the Emperor's sword? Did he find it? Was it on the Emperor's lap? Was it locked away in something? Was it given to him by Call or by something like? How many times can he get the Emperor's sword when he already had it?
The part that honestly irks me the most about just the whole thing is they're like, well, the records are very inaccurate, and like they try to give some like lore thing where like bureaucracy makes it all hard to go and keep track. I'm like, or you could just fucking write a story that you don't have to retcon because it's stupid.
Yeah.
It does.
There was also that other thing about like the Custodes purging some of the Primaris. Like, what's your guys' opinions on that?
I mean,
'Cause it does seem kind of stupid, right? Like, you have the Custodes, right? I mean, they're pretty smart, right? And then all of a sudden they just go, oh, heresy, dude, gotta purge him.
Minor heresies.
I think my biggest problem with it comes down to just the fact of, frankly, it's just like with that whole story. It was like, okay, so like these brothers that they've never met, they went and they became heretics. So thus, you could be a heretic.
Yeah. The chapter that they're about to join, that they've never met before, have become heretics. So obviously, these brand new recruits who have never even set foot on the planet must also be heretics.
The part that pisses me off the most about all that is honestly just the fact that when you like listen to like their reasoning behind it, they they're like, oh, they only got murdered because they refused to listen to the custodians. I'm like, okay, but like, Primaris would never do that. They're
Yeah,
more like, and the only way that they would is if they were actually heretics. But like, how would they become a heretic after they just?
yeah. I
come
mean,
to
like
be?
you know,
Like they're brand
if
new
it was an
recruits. So
inquisitor
unless you're
that
recruiting from a
said that,
heretical world.
you know, if it was like some inquisitor, because inquisitors are retarded, then that would make sense. But a custodes, you have like literally one of the smartest fucking people in the galaxy.
How many Primaris Marines were there?
I don't know, a good amount.
Were all the rest of their brothers traitors?
Well, I mean, the chapter was.
I guess they were
they're
just
all
But like,
traitors.
there's still there were like I think they're called white shields.
Yeah.
They had it's like their armor hasn't even been painted yet.
Mhm.
They're not even part of the chapter yet. And then they get to the planet, and then turns out the chapter is now heretical, and they must also be purged because
Well, if the chapter itself is, I know it is kind of silly with like their gray shields or whatever, like what you're right, and they're being sent in like they've not even been inducted in the chapter. They don't have the chapter colors,
exactly.
none of this stuff, right?
armor is not even painted
But
yet.
I suppose but I mean like they are part of that chapter though, right? We're not denying it. Like they are part of that chapter regardless. They're being sent there. They're on their way there. I guess I'm just playing devil's advocate here. But the chapter itself has been declared. I'm assuming based off of this information has been declared Traitoris Exterminatus, and so thus is Excommunicatus Traitoris or whatever, and that so thusly is with because they've not reached any redemption. They're kill on sight pretty much, right? So do these custodies did they just discover that on the point and then go like this chapter is traitors and pretty much went, so you guys are traitors and we have to kill you. We have to get rid of all of you. None of you can exist because none of you can be allowed to answer for even your crimes.
Yeah, it's like basically as soon as they get to the chapter planet, they find out the chapter is a heretical.
Yeah, that's the only explanation I can give to it. That it's like, well, then we have to kill them all. That's the only explanation that I could give to it.
It's Thunder Warriors all over again.
Pretty much.
But that in itself, stuff like that, is the reason. I'm surprised that those Primaris Marines, I mean, did they all die? None of them escape. None of them survive.
I'm not entirely sure.
If any of them were
It
to,
was like a story that was posted on, I think it was Bell of Lost Souls, maybe.
oh, is this just somebody's story, or is this like a?
No,
No,
this is
this is an
I think it was
official
on a
story.
White Dwarf. Or
Okay.
something like that.
Well,
It wasn't a full book. It was like a short story on it.
oh, was it taken from a book?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No,
It's
just a short
something
story.
that
Like
GW wrote.
like White
Yeah.
Dwarf, they post short stories on that, right?
Yeah, sometimes they take segments from books too.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
no,
a
it's
short
just its
story.
own thing.
So, okay. Yeah, I mean,
I mean, it could just be stupid author.
it could be. I don't know. The only explanation I could come up with for that would be that it's like, well, if they're all like the chapter has been declared this, kill them all. That's the that's the only
But the problem is like they didn't even the custodians didn't actually go and be like, okay, we're just gonna open fire on you. They're like, just surrender to us, and we'll go and we'll find out whether or not you're a heretic. And then they instantly were like, nah, B, I ain't about to go surrender to some golden banana boys, and then get fucking slaughtered.
Yeah, I mean that's a good. It's like that one guy who it's like that one guy who's the cops are at his door and he's at his balcony. It's like, we can talk right here. No, we need to come inside your house to talk.
Well, to a certain
Yep.
degree, with the authority that the custodies have, like let's take some
Which is, like,
examples.
everything.
Yeah, but let's take examples to this. You know how you were comparing them to an Inquisitor earlier? So, like, let's take an example of a Space Marine having an Inquisitor, like, or level character, come up and question his loyalty and what that would mean if this guy if this captain were to resist, refuse, or deny this Inquisitor. He would probably yeah, what the guy had like some Black Templars with him. I mean, Titus and all those people, they would have been smoked on spot.
Yeah.
If Titus would have been like, no, Leandros would have been killed. Titus would have been killed. That Lieutenant she would have been killed. All of that, right? And so if those Primaris Marines were if like you're saying, if they were like, nah, B, we're not gonna fuck you, bro, then you know what? That kind of, to me, gives off a sign of like, oh, so you guys are traitors then. All right.
I mean, and that's where my problem comes. It's the fact that, like, they're freshly indoctrinated.
Yeah.
So they should be like the most loyal Primaris you'd get.
Yeah, again, the thing is, because, like, custodies are not stupid. They should be able to rationalize this shit.
Space Marines are
And
also a
it's
bit
not
fucked,
like they
though.
came in.
Because, like, Space Marine loyalty is a bit fucked. Because, sorry, just a quick thought. Because think about how Space Marine loyalty lies within the chapter and the Brotherhood and blah 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 blah, and the Emperor. I mean, you know how the Emperor is the highest thing, but there's also the chapter and the Brotherhood and like all of that.
The Primarch.
There's the Primarch.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of if they're alive or
The
not.
thing is that, like, the only people who could really... It's the same thing with the Inquisition. The only one who could really say no or, not get completely ended is, the founding chapters, like, with Ultramarines, Dark Angels, and all of them.
Honestly, even them, they could get game ended too. The only person who could really say no to an Inquisitor is another Inquisitor, or aforementioned custodian.
I only say that the first ones are that way, because the fact that I think it's partially like the Inquisition is afraid of having a situation where, for example, Gulliman came back. Imagine if you went and exterminatus McCrag.
Oh yeah, okay, well, yeah, now that Gilliman's back, I'd say the Ultramarines are pretty much like...
But, like, it's the same thing for all of them.
Diplomatic
like, for
immunity.
example, like, the Space Wolves literally went and looked at the fucking Inquisition and said, nah, get fucked. And they're pretty much living scot-free.
The Blood Angels.
Well, there was that one time
The Blood Angels, though,
where they
live
all...
in,
Sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. The Blood Angels almost live in like constant fear of the Inquisition, and even while he was alive, Sanguinius was also afraid of not the Inquisition, because it didn't really wasn't in its proper form.
But the Emperor, I suppose.
But the Emperor himself, and the thought of him, facing the same fate as his, unnamed brothers, we'll just call them, because
Thunder Warriors. Oh, I imagine none of them knew about that.
and because of his genetic flaw and because of what he passed on to his sons, right? So the Blood Angels, even though they're a founding,
In his case, I wouldn't call it a flaw.
right? No, but he was. But I'm talking about like he was still afraid that he was gonna be on the chopping block. His legion was gonna be on the chopping block because of whatever that was. That never seemed to happen to Russ, oddly enough, even though his Space Marines turn into like dog people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the Wolfen. Well, and the big thing is that I think a lot of it came down to the fact that Sanguinius had the same thing as the Emperor did, which is foresight, like the extreme foresight, almost to the point of future sight. And Suchi was a lot more careful. And then for the for the rest of the Blood Angels now, I think they're just more cautious because of the fact that they're like, half of us are sitting there staring, thinking that the other person that's sitting next to us is fucking Horus. So yeah, let's not go and have to deal with the Inquisition on that one.
Yeah.
And then
There's a
there's
cool
the Dark Angels.
theory. Oh yeah, the Dark... Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about my chapter.
The Dark Angels who just don't give a fuck. Everyone else is
Yeah.
like, we're gonna go and we're gonna live by the chapter rules and all that stuff. Dark Angels are like, we'll live by the chapter rules. It's just everyone will report to the same council, and we're basically a legion in strength, and we don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about anyone else.
No, that's true because I think Azrael like made sort of, I don't know, I'd call it like a big conference with all of the Dark Angel successor chapters, and they're all extremely coordinated now. Like they're all working together, and they're sort of like rebuilt the Dark Angels Legion, if only in practice, if not in name.
Well, yeah, because they all report into the inner circle.
Yeah, first Legion, best Legion.
I mean, that's what my custom chapter is based off of, being a successor chapter.
Well, there's two Blood Angels that are sitting next to each other. The first Blood Angel says, "Are you Horus?" And the second Blood Angel says, "I am Alfarius."
And where was it? There's an interesting theory that's kind of cool. I don't know if there's any evidence to actually support it, but it's fun. It's that Sanguinius actually beat Horus on when they went to the confrontation on the flagship there. And what happens is Sanguinius, succumbs to the, what is it, like the Black Rage or whatever, and he gets angry, and per him getting angry, getting pissed off, his sons, all the Blood Angels, also get pissed off, and that's when they get mad. And so Sanguinius, being super pissed off, manages to beat Horus, and then the Emperor comes in and he sees Sanguinius all crazy, and Sanguinius, being crazy, attacks the Emperor, and eventually the Emperor has to put him down. And then, yeah.
So what was this?
A theory
Oh.
of that, like, the Sanguinius beat Horus, technically beat Horus by succumbing to the Black Rage, and then the Emperor has to kill Sanguinius because he's crazy now. And then Horus, seeing all of this, is like, holy shit, he just killed Sanguinius. And then the Emperor kills Horus.
As one does.
Yes. My favorite pastime, killing Horus.
Well, you see, what happened was there was a buddy cop moment. See, like, when, like, Sanguinius was, because he's a powerful psyker, he was fighting Horus, and then he started getting overwhelmed by the Chaos Gods. Like, the Chaos Gods were like, well, fuck this guy, we're gonna go over into Horus here. And then, like, all these, like, Blood Angel kind of, like, that's what, then the Legion of the Damned was, like, coming through into the warp, right? And was beginning to invade into real space, so the Emperor and Horus had to fight side by side, back to back, fighting off the Legion of the Damned, and they had to fight their way through it to all the way to Sanguinius, and then Sanguinius mortally wounded Horus with the crack in his armor, and then he's dying there, and the Emperor is like having to kill Sanguinius, but like he's like getting closer up to him, like Wolverine and Phoenix from X-Men, until the point where he kills Sanguinius, but then he collapses himself, and that's why he's slowly disintegrating over time.
Yes.
See, but it's just a theory, a tabletop game theory.
A tabletop game thing. Lionel Johnson should be the next Primarch to come back. Change my mind.
Fulgrim, and/or Angron, because they had 40k epic scale models a long time ago.
Yeah, and Fulgrim actually, that could work because Fulgrim has a clone of himself. Fabius Bile made a clone of Fulgrim that is a loyalist.
There's a clone of Fulgrim that is currently a hologram in what's his name's collection, and it's
Trazen, yeah.
And sometimes
That's him.
it's, yeah, and based off of the descriptions of it, sometimes it's not really clear of if these holograms are actually alive or can come back to life. Sometimes they can, sometimes they're shattered crystalled remains of holograms and stuff. It's like, what? How does a hologram fucking shatter? Because it's
I
hard
think
light.
they're just sort of like put in stasis because he has like entire guardsman regiments in his collection, and I think they're just sort of like standing still. It's like a stasis thing.
Possibly.
Right.
The way
Like if you would have your models on the tabletop,
No,
and he sets them up in little poses.
I get I get the analogy. I'm just saying what I remember when he was from his debut. He had holographic collections. That was the way it was described.
They might have changed it.
And that he has a hologram collection of the clone of Fulgrim, the perfect clone of Fulgrim that is now forever locked in an expression of confusion.
Oof.
That image in itself is the perfect image of Fulgrim, because Fulgrim is this androgynous man character who gets, influenced by Slanesh, right? So think about the portrait of Fulgrim in this state is of a confused man. A man in a constant state of confusion. Yes. I went there.
Look, I may be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere that Fabius Bile made a female space marine.
I mean, it's probable. The dude literally just makes random bullshit all the time.
Yeah, he's like that guy from South Park that puts like asses on baboons and shit. I put 3 asses on this baboon.
I'm pretty sure what I heard is that there was a woman that he made have all these different enhancements, that she was like a space marine, and she does wear like Astartes power armor, but in all these many other ways she's not a space marine. She's just one of Fabius's monstrous. She's one of Fabius's monstrous creations.
Yes, but is also technically speaking a female space marine.
No.
Yes.
No. She's not a female space marine.
I'm slowly pissing Slathe off.
I'll have to call in the heresy posters.
The heresy posters, yeah.
It's like,
They're on call 24/7.
It's like, we've got a guy here. He's converting into simping for the female space marine cause. He's simping.
But let's be honest, Sisters of Battle are just female space marines. We already have them.
I mean, if you're reducing it to 40k bolter power armor, yes.
Yeah. I mean, it is just on surface level power armor, bolter, or the Emperor, heretics, purge the alien, yada yada.
So what about an Inquisitor with a bolter and power armor? Is that a space marine?
Everything's a space marine in this.
If he has integrated black carapace, then yeah.
Yes.
But Sisters
Everything
don't.
is a space marine.
Yeah, Sisters don't have integrated black carapace. That's why they're not female space marines.
You know who else doesn't have integrated black carapace? That woman that Fabius.
My mom.
That woman that Fabius had done. But you see, no, this Roots shirt. This is my black carapace. I've just not grown.
But yeah, you don't have a black carapace, right?
I've not grown the skin over top of it yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely bonding my ribs. That's for sure. Now time to make that meme.
There's a meme.
What?
The what? You said make the meme?
I'm making a meme.
Oh.
I'm making waffle Shrek.
May we see this meme when it is completed?
Yes. Okay, and done. So
Let
now
us see it.
we will put our meme in the memes section right here.
That's a good one.
Well, I know where I'm putting that one. It's been a while since I've made a meme for heresy posting, but I'll put that there. Well, that was worth it.
Well, I'm gonna pop off because it's getting late for me. It's 12:30 here.
Yep, 11:30 here.
Good.
What were you clocking in at, Jackler?
137.
1:30.
Fuck that noise.
Well,
Yeah.
we can declare this meeting of the Midnight Society closed. And I
Perhaps,
suppose, as per tradition, I believe that would be then Wayne and Schuster.
Well, I see by the clock on the wall that it's time to bid you one and all goodbye.
Goodbye.
So long.
So long.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Adieu.
Adieu.
Be good.
Stay well.
Bye-bye.
Keep warm.
Relax.
At ease.
Take care.
Stay loose.
Adieu, mon vieux.
À la prochaine.
Goodbye till when we meet again.